Yeah, I just had dinner and shit, man. I'm a little tipsy and shit, so bear with me. Burrito, a steak burrito. I'm good, man. So, Little Seven working tonight? No, she ain't working tonight. You know what, bro? Being negative, it won't help you, man, at all. You know? And you know what? You gotta press forward even though you're lonely and you ain't had a woman in a while. You feel what I'm saying? But you gotta keep going, man. No matter what they say in these streets, you gotta keep going. Being negative, I'm gonna tell you straight up, because I know Savvy Guy follows me, man. And I'm gonna tell you straight up, Savvy Guy, bro, because I know you come around and you like to steal content. But I'm gonna tell you straight up, bruh, your negativity is gonna keep you in your situation for the rest of your life. I'm just gonna break it down to you just like that, young buck, because you are 10 years younger than me. Negativity is not gonna help you, bro. It's not. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta be positive throughout the whole entire journey. Even though, yeah, you can You can complain, you can vent. I vent shit. I get up on here and vent. But you got to be doing something about your situation at the same time. You can't be out here negative for no apparent reason. Like, nah, you got to make moves, bro. You got to be doing something about your situation, bro. Come on, man. Do something. I got to shave my beard tomorrow morning. It's getting long again. I don't like gray on my fucking beard, man. I'll shave that shit off. You gotta be negative. I mean, you gotta be positive. Sorry. you gotta be positive, bro. Everything will turn out to be fine if you stay up on your hustle. Look, man, I've been struggling in the dating market myself, bro. I haven't had a woman in like 8 years, like a girlfriend, a consistent girlfriend, or a consistent sex life. I haven't had a consistent girlfriend or a consistent sex life in like 8 years. But I gotta press forward toward the bag because that's the only thing that's gonna save me. And that's the only thing that's gonna save your ass. You know what I'm saying, savvy guy? That's the only thing that's gonna save your ass. The bag, nigga. Ain't nothing else gonna save you. All that Jesus Christ and God coming out of the sky, that shit ain't gonna save your ass, man. So you gotta remain focused, remain calm, you know, do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do to make sure you cross that finish line. Because we've been up on here for years complaining about women, and we ain't made not a single goddamn progress. You know what I'm saying? And being negative about your situation is not gonna help. It's not gonna help. Matter of fact, it'll make it worse. Being negative about your situation is gonna make the shit worse, bro. Feel what I'm saying? Yeah, I haven't had nobody come check up on me, man. I've been out here by myself struggling, you know, trying to get a second jackpot, and I'm trying to keep positive at the same time, man. You know, I cried every single fucking night almost for the last like couple of weeks, man, because I'm going through loneliness, desperation. You know, thinking back when I was like young, and to know I'll never be like young ever again, that hurts. That hurts. And like your time is up with being young, that hurts. And then you gotta get old and don't have anybody around you, that hurts. That hurts. You know, you're approaching, 50, and you still ain't got your shit together. That hurts. That I like wasted time chasing bitches throughout my 20s and my 30s, and I still ain't got nothing to this day. That hurts. That hurts my soul, bro. But at the same time, I gotta remain strong. I keep pressing forward. Yeah, there'll be a lot of pain, sweat, and tears involved, but I'm gonna press forward until I get what I want. Until I get up out my situation, because nobody's gonna come and save you, bro. Nobody. Nobody's gonna save your ass, bro. Not a single soul out here in these streets. If you gotta cry, let it out, man. You know? Then get back to chasing the bag after you do that. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you gotta cry it out. I know I cry, and I gotta let it out. But then after the next morning, I gotta get back up and chase that bag. You feel what I'm saying? Because being negative about the whole situation is not gonna help anything. It's not helping. A savvy guy got a negative mindset, bro. You gotta shake that shit, bro. Nah, you gotta stay positive throughout these trying times, bro. See, the thing is, I see that his father hasn't prepared him for the worst in life, bro. And me taking martial arts when I was younger, that helped me right now. What I'm going through right now, it helped me, bro. And yeah, I cried throughout night after night. You guys remember? I cried when George Foreman died so hard because that was my favorite boxer, one of my favorite boxers. It was him, Mike Tyson, and Sugar Ray Leonard. You know what I'm saying? And he got injured with his eye, so he couldn't box no more. Those are my favorite boxers. Oh yeah, and Floyd Money Mayweather. Okay, those are my favorite boxers. Floyd Money Mayweather, Mike Tyson, Sugar Ray Leonard. You feel what I'm saying? Feel what I'm saying? And George Foreman. Yeah, I'm good. I ain't had no more food tonight. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, we ain't living forever, man. You don't know when your fucking last day is here on Earth, man. You don't even know, bro. You don't even know your last day. You don't even know. So you gotta get out there and chase that bag, man. That's what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? You do it. You know what I'm saying? It's like you gotta chase the bag. You gotta make sure you have a better life. Nobody's gonna do it for you. And when I go to his savvy guy, all I hear is negativity, bro. People don't want to hear it because it's negative, bro. Everybody's trying to stay a positive vibe to try to reach the bag, bro. Everybody's trying to stay positive, but you're being negative. You don't even talk about chasing the bag. You talk about your situation that you're in right now. And that's not going to help you, bro. The coping and shit like that, that's not going to help you. You see what I'm saying? Kel, you make me sick. Come on, bro. Moderators, where my moderators at, man? I need my moderators in here, man. I need all the trolls and stuff. You gotta kick them out. You know? Okay, always talking about the bag. Yeah, he's not a troll. He cool. Don't kick him out. He good. Because I know he being sarcastic. You know, Kel Cat, you make me sick. Always talking about the bag. He crazy. Nah, he good. I thought he was a troll for a minute. What's up with the Lewis Mansion? What's up with... Kel Cat, you make me sick. Always talking about the bag. You crazy, bro. What's up with Lewis Mansion? Shout out to you, bro. For real. That's how that has me, bro. Why you always talking about the bag so much? Why you always worried about money? Why you always talking about getting rich all the time? Yeah, about that bag. That's what I'm saying. I thought you was a troll for a minute. I was like, hold on, who's trolling? Who's doing this shit? Hold on. What the hell? What's up, man? I'm good. Gotta give me some water and some Gatorade. I don't know which one I'm gonna have, man. I don't know which one I'm gonna have.
648. Oh shit. All right. Good.
Thank you.
Have a nice evening.
You too, baby. Good night. Savvy guy, please get on a situation where you're on the way to riches, bro. Like, please, like, get into some type of martial arts. Please, um, please get into some type of goal you're chasing. Chase something, you know what I'm saying, to get you out of your situation. Because right now you have nothing. You feel what I'm saying? And all you doing, you complaining on the internet about your situation, which is not gonna help. All you doing, YouTube, is just for fucking therapy reasons. You know, YouTube, getting on here, saying your piece and and venting and all that stuff. That ain't doing nothing but therapy, bro. And it ain't nothing but a whole lot of cope going on with your situation. It ain't nothing but cope. You feel what I'm saying? You're coping, and it's not doing anything. Like, stop. Please all stop all the goddamn negativity, man. Because that's not gonna help you get out of your situation, bro. Like me, I feel sad a lot of times, man. And it hurts to be by myself, and I cry sometimes, drunk, whatever. You know what I'm saying? That allow you going. But that's not gonna help. Not gonna help, bro. It's not gonna help. Your situation won't change with you complaining out here in these streets. You feel what I'm saying? Not gonna help. Not gonna help. And you could do this shit for another decade if you want to, but I advise this nigga, Savvy guy, to start his career in something right now. Somebody say he was supposed to be like an engineer or something like that. He need to start that right now. He need to get off YouTube, get off this shit, and start that career right now. Whatever you're trying to do to make a lot of money, you need to start. You need to start right now, because you're gonna spend another 35 years on here complaining. You already spent like a decade, or I think he started YouTube like 20 years ago. Before I came up on here, man, he was complaining about his situation, bro. Realize how much time has went by with you complaining, okay? By the time, I get my jackpot and I leave YouTube, you'll still be on here complaining. I'm like, bro, I done did something about my situation, bro. What about you? What about you? I did something about my situation, and you're still here on YouTube complaining as the years go by. It don't make no goddamn sense, bro. His situation, what he needs to do is stop complaining. Start talking about the bag. Start going to school. He can still upload while he's doing that. Start going to school for engineering and shit, like, to get out of his situation right now, the situation that he's in right now. You feel what I'm saying? He can be moving forward, but right now he's stagnant. He's not understanding how by quick. You know what I'm saying? He don't know how fast time is moving by right now. You feel what I'm saying? None of y'all know how fast time moves. So you complain, you bitch, and you moan about your situation. never happening, and it's not. You could talk all day long, bro, and vent all day long, but you're still up in your situation that you're in right now. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna get up out of there, man. Just complaining about the situation, bro. It's not gonna help. It hasn't helped me. Complaining, bitching, and moaning, it ain't helped me, man. I told you the loot, the cheddar, the money is gonna help you, bro, get out of your situation. All that going to church and praying to God stuff, that ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. I'm gonna sit down. Oh. I can sit down faster now. Man, my leg is getting better. Yep, my leg is getting better. Nobody's here to help me, man. You know what I'm saying? But I'm doing it on my own. Shit, my feet gotta breathe, yo. My feet gotta breathe. Take my socks and my shoes off. Yeah, you're not supposed to sleep with your socks and shoes, your socks and shoes off. You gotta let your feet breathe. I did that a couple of times, man. You would have your feet stinking. Your feet would stink. And then you would get athlete foot. Ain't gonna help you, man. All that bickering and complaining and shit like that you doing on YouTube, that shit ain't gonna help you, bro. You gotta start moving forward towards your goal. You gotta start, you know what I'm saying? Listen to me, bro. I wasted time in my life. That's why I'm still here. You saying, well, Kelcat, bro, you can't really teach people how to move and stuff if your situation ain't bad, if your situation ain't good. Yeah, I know my situation ain't good right now. I'm homeless. But I know what got me here is focusing too much on women. That's what got me here in the situation that I'm in right now. You know what I'm saying? That's what got me here. Paying attention to too many women out here in these streets. Not focusing on my dream, not being focused. You know what I'm saying? I'm rubbing my feet right now. That's why the camera is moving. You know what I'm saying? I gotta change my socks. I gotta take them socks off. You gotta change socks at least like every 3 days. Change your socks. You know, I learned my lesson in my lifetime, man. As I gotten older, I gotten wiser, and I got, I got wisdom. As I got older, I realized I was doing the wrong thing. I was chasing women in my motherfucking goddamn, I was chasing women in my goddamn prime when I should have been chasing bag in my prime. I should have been about my money in my prime. You feel what I'm saying? What's up with it, Hawkins? Savage guy on get a call girl. That's not gonna work because that's what they call it a here today, gone tomorrow type of deal. You feel what I'm saying? Man, my feet itchy. I gotta put some water and stuff on my feet and rinse them off. No, a call girl won't help him, man. That's like, let me tell you something, girls. I girls throughout my 20s. Back when I started the Kelcat channel, when I first started, I was crazy about massage. And I stopped doing that because the years went by and the money didn't get saved. The money just disappeared. You know what I'm saying? So I stopped doing that shit like years ago. I haven't seen a hooker in like, I don't know how long. I think about 5 or 6 years ago, I stopped that shit, man, because it was just like, it's a financially draining, and all you doing is getting a quick nut and nothing's being built, bro. Like you're not solving your problem. You know what I'm saying? And when you go get a call girl, man, you bust a nut, and what they do, they try to rush you out, to get to the next sucker. You know what I'm saying? And you're still horny, you still wanna fuck some more, and you don't have enough money, cause when you a poor guy, all you got is $200 to put down on a hooker, or a prostitute, or escort, or whatever you want to call it. Um, a one and done is not gonna satisfy your fucking needs and your wants. You see, when you got plenty of money, then you can have a woman for the whole entire night, and you can bust as many nuts as you can. You feel what I'm saying? I stopped doing that, and the thing is, they got control of that over that shit, bro. I used to go there, and they used to try to rush me out. Don't get me wrong, I found like call girls that liked me and that was sexually attracted to me. You know what I'm saying? That let me, do whatever I wanted to do. They put their mouth on my dick without the condom. I was a massage parlor fanatic, a hooker fanatic for a while, but then after a while, for some reason, I saw that it wasn't. Can you guys hear me? My shit is buffering right now. My shit is buffering right now. Let me lay down. Let me lay down. Okay, so I guess it's not buffering right now. Right now I'm buffering and shit. When I was younger, I used to be about, going to massage parlors, messing with pros. I think, was it with my early 30s, I was doing that. To my mid 30s, I was doing that. And then when I got to my late 30s, I was just like, nah, no, I'm not doing that shit, bro. Um, Money is getting paid. You see, I got a power trip. I don't want to get rushed out of the session, you know, when I paid my money of $200. You feel what I'm saying? Call girls is not enough for you. It's not going to help him. No, it's not. He need to get a full bag where, women are checking for him. Because let me tell you something. Even if you're messing with a call girl, you're not going to be able to mess with them all the time because you're going to be limited with the funds because you work. Okay, you can only mess with one call girl per like maybe like month or something like that if you're working, right? Or you mess with one call girl once every 2 weeks if you're working or whatever. But it's like um, after a while that gets tiring where you're like being rushed out of the room because she got to get to another sucker. You know what I'm saying? Um, and then you're not fully satisfied because you didn't get to bust your second nut or your third nut. So it's not gonna help him at all. That's not gonna help him at all. You know, I value I advise you to stay away from call girls, hookers, prostitutes, shit like that, um, until you get the bag. Then when you get the bag, you can have that woman your whole entire fucking life. You know what I'm saying? Like you could have that woman, throughout the whole entire night, your whole entire life, and you'll be able to bust as many nuts as you possibly can until you're fucking sexually exhausted. You see, when you done had a good when you done had good sex, and you're sexually exhausted, where you can't bust another nut no more, and you're just tired, and you got a headache, or you're just laying back. You feel what I'm saying? When you're sexually exhausted, that's when you know you had good sex. Not when you go mess with a call girl and you know just do it one time, and then you got another nut or two to release, and You know what I'm saying? It's not fulfilling. Nah, it's not. Seeing call girls as a broke man is not fulfilling. Seeing call girls as a rich man is fulfilling because you could have her stay the whole entire weekend and have her over, you know what I'm saying, for like two days and get some shit. You know what I'm saying? Or you could have a female like travel with you to like a destination like um, have her travel to the Bahamas with you, and you could just have her just the whole entire trip and shit, man. When you're rich, when you got a bag, man, these women gravitate towards you, and you will always have a really good sex life, and you'll be able to like control them instead of them controlling you. When you're doing the hooker stuff, they're controlling you. They're telling you, oh, you need to hurry up and bust a nut. Why you taking so long and shit like that? You know what I'm saying? Or you need to hurry up, and come inside my pussy, so I can get to the next sucker. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to do that, man. You want complete control. When you're messing with prostitutes, they control you. Okay? Meaning that you're gonna bust a nut quickly as possible anyway because you're going through droughts and you ain't had sex in a long time. So you're gonna you're not gonna last long anyway, messing with these women. Feel what I'm saying? Um, you know, so no, prostitutes is not the way, bro. Unless you're wealthy, then I can see you messing with hookers and prostitutes, and you getting your fulfillment on, and you got money, and you can have the female stay the whole entire night until your needs are met fully. You feel what I'm saying? When you messing with the prostitutes, especially in the massage parlors, it's like you are not getting your needs met fully, bro. You feel what I'm saying? They're gonna tell you, I need you to bust a nut quick. I need you to, so I could get to the next trick. I could get to the next sucker. Nah, I stopped doing that years ago because I wanna control a bitch. You feel what I'm saying? I want complete control over her mind and her actions and the time that we dealing with. What I wanna do is I wanna be in the front seat. I wanna be in the driver's seat where, I'm, you know, uh, let me sit up a little bit. I wanna be in so much control that um, I want I want 20-minute blowjob sessions. You feel what I'm saying? I want to be in control in the bedroom. I want to bust a nut whenever I feel like busting a nut, and you're not gonna tell me to hurry up and bust a nut so you can get to the next sucker. You feel what I'm saying? No, you gotta understand. Hellcat is after control. I want control over these bitches' minds. I want, and the only way you can control them is through money. You see what I'm saying, Hawkins? What's up with it, man? The only way you can fucking control these bitches is through money. You can't control them any other way. And if I get money, I'll be able to control them. I can fuck them all night long if I want to. I could bust a nut whenever I feel like it. You see what I'm saying? Not when they tell me I need to bust a nut. You know, I need to bust a nut whenever I feel like it. I'm gonna come whenever I feel like coming. You feel what I'm saying? I'm gonna hold my motherfucking nut in while I stroke that pussy so I can fucking enjoy my time being there without being rushed out of the game or rushed out of the room. Because that's what they used to do, man. When I used to do some of the massage parlors back in the day, and I did that, I haven't did that in like 5 years. Um, I think before the pandemic I was doing it, and then after the pandemic hit, I stopped doing it. But um, I remember I remember being there and motherfuckers be like, you know, you gotta go. You gotta leave. Uh, you know, hurry up and bust a nut, hurry up and come, you know. And I don't want to be in that situation where I'm being controlled. I want to control the woman. And the only way you can control these bitches is through money. You know what? I have, as I gotten older, I start, um, as I got, as I got older, I became a fucking goddamn control freak. And I want to control everything. You feel what I'm saying? I understand why men go out there and seek money and power. I see why Diddy went out and became the person he is right now. I see why uh, Usher and Chris Brown went out and did the things that they did to become successful, because it increases your fucking chances of having women in your life, and you have complete control over them and their minds and their bodies. If I got the bag big enough, I got control over her body. I got control over her mind. That's what I want. I like control. I don't like being controlled. I like control. I want to control things. That's the reason why I'm chasing the bag now, because I want to control. I want to control her actions. I want to control her thoughts. I want to control her. Because when you don't have money, you don't have control. Matter of fact, you get rejected because you don't have any money. You feel what I'm saying? You get rejected. You get rejected because you're not meeting up to her standards when it comes to the looks, right? You're not meeting her standards when it comes to looks. So you get rejected, and these women are like, no, fuck you. You're nothing. You're just a 5'9" guy. You're average looking. It's nothing. But then when you get the money, it's like, okay, I'm average looking. Look at my money now. Oh, you're so gorgeous. You're so handsome. That's what that's what they say when they want to fucking like butter you up, because they know you got the money. So then all them years being powerless and not being able to control things, when I get the bag, it's gonna make me feel like I'm like a god, and I can control these bitch. I can control that bitch mind, because she wouldn't have got with me anyway if it wasn't for my money. So why not control this bitch? I like money, power, and control. I like to control things. It's not fun when you're not in power, when you don't have power, when you don't have when you're not controlling her. It's not fun. I like to control her. I like to get power to control her and make sure she's doing whatever I want her to do. If I want her to suck my dick for 20 minutes, she gonna suck my dick for 20 minutes and not complain about it either. Like I said, and not complain about it either. You feel what I'm saying? She's like, okay, not gonna complain about sucking my dick for 20 minutes. I dare she do that. He said, no, you're gonna suck my dick until I bust a nut. That's it. I want control. Complete control over this bitch. I get the money, I control them. You feel what I'm saying? I get the money, I control them. I control these bitches who wouldn't even give me the time of day because I was too short, or I was too old, I was past 40, or whatever their reasons why these bitches would rejected me. Oh, he's too old. He's too this. He's too short. Okay, bitch. Once I get the bag, you won't be saying that. You gonna stuck my motherfucking, 7-inch cock inside your motherfucking throat. That's what you gonna fucking do. See, I want control, and I hunger for control and power. I want power and control. I hunger for that. It turns me on to have this bitch sucking the dick, even though she don't want to. That's a complete turn on for me, bro. For some reason, I don't know why. You know what I'm saying? This bitch, she's sucking my dick, and she don't want to, but she has to, because if she wants, her nails done, she want her hair done, and she want like to go on a $20,000 shopping spree, you know, if she want that, she gotta suck my dick on a regular, and she gotta suck my dick until I bust a nut, and she gotta give me some coochie from time to time to keep me satisfied. So the motherfucking the fucking shopping sprees will continue. You feel what I'm saying? The fancy dinners will fucking continue if she's sucking my dick right and fucking me right. You feel what I'm saying? That's how I look at it, bro. I want control over these bitches. They don't give me the coochie so I can take them shopping. So I can, I'll do that. I'm having bitches under my control. I have them under my control. That's what I want. I want these bitches under my control. Power, money, respect, and control. That's what I want. I want to control their minds. You feel what I'm saying? What time is it? Anyway, man, I'm gonna end this. I've been in this live. It's been like an hour and shit, man. You feel what I'm saying? But I want to control them. That's what it is. Sorry, guys, I've been drinking. So if you see me, my eyes all lit up like a fucking Christmas tree, I've been drinking. I had about like 4 or 5 shots. So I'm good right now. It's the fight. What's up with it, Sean Breezy? What's up with it? Well, I could keep on going for a little bit more. Sean Breezy in the house. What's up with it? Yeah, we're gonna go a little bit longer because of Sean Breezy just got up in here. We're gonna go for an extra 20 minutes. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like I said, man, the years I've been rejected and I wasn't good enough for them, and I was too short, and having women being taken away from me, by Chad Rome. I want my revenge, and getting these women to suck my dick on a regular is the best revenge. That's the best revenge. A woman that rejected you in the past, and that she's now sucking your dick on a regular. That's the best revenge you can get. What's up with it? You know what I'm saying? He said he was laughing hard when you said little seven won't even look at you. Yeah, she won't look at me, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm an older guy, bro. You know what I'm saying? Little seven is a little princess. She's in her own little world, bro. Like, she got options. A lot of men hit on her a lot, man. She's full. She's full. She won't even. I'm like a shadow, bro. Like I said, I go up in there, but she don't even see me, bro. She's not even looking at me, not even in the eyes, not once, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I want control over little seven. I want to be rich enough where I can get little seven inside a room and have her suck my dick for 20 minutes. You see what I'm saying? I want to have enough money where I be like, little seven, what's up with it? And she'd be like, oh, hi. That's what type of money I want to have. But I could even get little seven to like recognize me. You feel what I'm saying? So that's the reason why I'm getting the money, so I can have control over these hoes. You get the money, you got control over them. You're broke, you can't control nothing, bro. You're powerless. You feel what I'm saying? I want to have enough money where, I'm controlling females like little seven. Like, I want to have I walk inside the room, oh shit, I just hit a $2 million jackpot. Oh shit, I'm a millionaire now. And I want her to look at me and be like, hey, what's up with it, Kel? I'm like, oh, she recognized me now? Now I'm a millionaire, and now she recognized me. Trust me, bro, You become a millionaire, all of a sudden, the women that wouldn't feel what that wasn't feeling you at first, they gonna feel you. Feel me. You know what I'm saying? That's in her DNA. For somebody to say, well, little Stephanie, she not gonna care if you're rich. The hell she fucking will. The hell she will. It's in her DNA to seek guys with a lot of money. Okay. The hell she will. If I hit a big enough jackpot, I have little Seven sucking my dick for like fucking 20 minutes. We'll be having 20-minute dick sucking sessions. You feel me? I'm like, okay, little Seven, you was ignoring me the whole entire time. Here's a black dick in your mouth. You know what I'm saying? Here's a dick in your mouth. You put that dick in your mouth like that. Now you're giving me deep throat. Oh shit, I can feel that. I can feel that deep throat. I'm putting that dick in your throat, girl. Like I remember when you thought you was all that. I remember when you thought you was all that in a bag of chips. I was invisible to you, but for some reason you got a black dick in your throat, and you choking on it. What's wrong? I see you tearing, you crying, while you sucking the dick. What's wrong? That's the type of money I want to have, bro. I want to have enough money where I can control women like Little Seven. You feel what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? So if you get no money, you have no control. Um, like I said, man, I see why guys go out and get the bag, and I see why guys become millionaires and billionaires, because they want control, and it's more satisfying when you can control things versus being controlled by society. No, I want to be the head honcho. I want to be the one that's controlling everything around me, including the women. I want to control their minds. And it's fun to control these women. And, it's fun, bro. It's fun to control things. I don't like being powerless. It sucks. It's a fucked up life to be powerless. And some guys go out there and they seek power, money, control, because they feel the same way I do. When you talk about some of the millionaires and billionaires that's out there, they're controlling their own destiny. You feel what I'm saying? They're not waiting on anybody to come around and save them from their situation. They're not waiting for a God to come out of the sky and give them blessings and to save them. They're not waiting on that, bro. They're not. You feel what I'm saying? They moving at their own pace and accomplishing things, that they want to accomplish. You feel what I'm saying? So when a bitch is out here rejecting you and shit like that, that means that you're fucking powerless and you can't do nothing about it. Until you get the bag, then that's when you can control these hoes. You can control these bitches with the bag, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Everything go my way. Think about Floyd Money Mayweather. He controlling them hoes, bro. He controlling them bitches, bro. He got so much money that, he'll never have a drought ever, because he's controlling these hoes with the money that he has. You see what I'm saying? Money, power controls women, bro. I'm gonna say it again. Money and power controls women. My balls, if I had enough money, you feel what I'm saying? She'll be in the room sucking and slobbering on my shit and spitting on my shit and licking the balls. You feel what I'm saying? That's what Little Seven will be doing, bro, if I had enough money. That's why we go out there and we get money so we can control bitches like Little Seven. Bitches like her, she thinks she a princess. She walking around on her tippy toes, She thinking she all that. She's pretty. All the guys are talking about her. Everybody's trying to get with her and shit like that. A nigga like me, if I pull up in a motherfucking Lamborghini, all that princess shit is gonna go out the window, and all of a sudden she'll be at my mercy, and she'll be trying to get with me. She'll be shooting her shot at me. That's the type of fucking power and influence that I want over a bitch mind, bro. That's the shit I want. That this bitch wasn't even feeling me at first. Then as soon as she see me pull up with the bag, and all of a sudden her fucking demeanor just changed. Her feelings and thoughts changed about me, bro. Now she wants to get on my number. Now she wants to call me up. Now she wants to go out with me. Now she wants to have a dinner with me. Now she wants to go out to Starbucks with me. I'm like, bro, little seven, I was there in front of you while I was broke, you know, for like months, and you didn't even recognize that I fucking exist. I was a mosquito on the wall to you. I was a motherfucking goddamn, a fucking ant walking by, bro. You see what I'm saying? You know, I was an ant out here, and now that I got the bag, and now you out here shooting your shot at me, and now we in the bedroom, and you're butt naked, and I'm hitting it from the back, and I'm pulling out your coochie and putting this big old black dick inside your mouth, and then back into your coochie again, and then inside your mouth. Oh shit! What happened to the little princess that thought she was all that in a bag of chips? What happened to that? What happened to that? See, women, the money is what you guys gotta understand. It controls women. You feel me what I'm saying? It can control them. As long as you got money, bro, you got control over these women. That's why I say a lot of you passport bros, you go over there and you try to tell these women what to do. You got another thing coming. You ain't paid like that. So these women are not gonna fucking do as you say. You see what I'm saying? They're not gonna do as you say do. You feel what I'm saying? So no, you gotta have money in your pocket in order to control these women, and that's what you need to do. You get the bag. I control her mind, and it's fun to control shit, bro. I told you, remember? It ain't fun if you ain't got the joystick and you ain't playing Super Mario Brothers on that Super Nintendo or that Wii Nintendo or whatever. It's more fun when you're controlling the character on the fucking screen, bro. It's more fun when you're actually playing the game. It's not fun when you sitting and you're watching the game being played. Like some of the Super Mario Brother games out there. If you ain't playing, all of a sudden it'll show you a demo of the character moving, right? Or the Super Mario Brother moving or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It'll show you, what's being played. But it's not fun to be like that though. It's not fun to watch, the shit play by itself. It's always fun when you're able to control the game. That's the fun part. When you're able to control the game, the way it's being played, and be able to control the rules of the game. That's the fun part. It ain't fun when you can't control these bitches, bro. It ain't fun. Money, power, and control is why men go out there and get that bag. Money, power, and control. That's the reason why they go out there and achieve things and get a whole lot of money. To control things. Because it sucks when you can't control things, when things are controlling you. You see what I'm saying? When things are controlling you, it's not, matter of fact, it sucks. Control. I want to control her. I'd be like, oh shit, little seven, what are you doing in here in my room? What? You sucking dick? But damn, you was at Starbucks pretending like I didn't exist. But you in here sucking dick now? That's what I'm talking about. I went being, I went like from being Mr. Invisible to Mr. Visible all of a sudden. That's the shit I like. Like, oh, you recognize me now? I'm a millionaire and you recognize me. Yeah, because you see that I got the money, and I got the money to make your life different. I got the money to make your life better. You feel what I'm saying? You know. So you gotta make sure you get your bread up, man. Get as much money as you possibly can in this life. Cause complaining about your situation is not gonna be, it's not gonna help, man. Not gonna help. Anyway, I'm gonna end this live, man. I said I was gonna go like 20 more minutes, because one of my subscribers got up in here, man. You feel me? You know, Sean Breezy got up in here, and then Raymond came through. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to go a little bit more, because you guys got here late. So I could talk for like 10 more minutes, man. We can go to like 1:30. Right now it's at 1:20, but I could talk for 10 more minutes if you want me to. I could talk for 10 more minutes. You know, that's what I've been wanting, man. And like I said, man, I'm a type of dude that like get off at controlling the woman, bro, like her mind. I want this woman to want me, even though she doesn't want me, for real. I think I went like to, cause I used to visit prostitutes and stuff a while back, years ago, like when I was in my early 30s. I used to be crazy about going to prostitutes. And what turned me on is that this woman really didn't want to sleep with me, but she had to because she had to make that money. Like this one chick I used to visit, for some reason I used to get turned on by her not wanting to sleep with me, and she was above my look level. She was a princess. She was like around a 7, and she was pretty in the face, man. She was like a 7 in looks, man. You know, and I used to mess with the other one. She was less prettier, and she used to fucking like she used to suck my dick without the condom. You know what I'm saying? I was like, God damn, this girl, but she was around my looks level. This woman that I used to, this prostitute I used to go to about a decade ago. You know, because I stopped going to them, man. 'Cause I saw it was a waste of money. But back when I was going, this woman, she was above my looks level, and she would look at me like, I got to sleep with this guy, and I'd be like, yeah, you got to sleep with me. And for some reason, I don't know, after a while, she got used to me, and she started liking sleeping with me for some reason. I don't know, I guess because you get used to somebody, right? Because at first, she was just not wanting to sleep with me. You know, she didn't want to have nothing to do with me. But after I slept with her like about, 10 times, all of a sudden, she's liking it. Her pussy's getting more wet. I guess because she's getting used to me or whatever, right? But that's what I like. I like control. I like when a female don't want to sleep with me really, but then she got to because the money is good. You feel what I'm saying? For some reason it just turns me the fuck on. I don't know why. Don't ask me don't ask me why, bro. I'm just built that way. You feel what I'm saying? I'm like, Yeah, you don't want to sleep with me, but I know you got to. I smile, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, you gotta sleep with me. You gotta do what you gotta do, girl. You know what I'm saying? You gotta suck these motherfucking. You gotta suck this motherfucking dick for that cash. You feel what I'm saying? You know, But you got the money, man. You can control these women, bro. Like, I just want to control them. Come on, man. Like these women are like shallow. Like a lot of these women are, women who are eight, nines, and tens, and women who are above your fucking looks level. They shallow as fuck, and they care about your look so much, and they care about your height so much. They deserve to get a fat dick in their mouth from you. You feel what I'm saying? They deserve to get pumped dumped. They deserve to get ghosted. You feel what I'm saying? They deserve to like be played with and be cheated on. Look at how many years went by and I still ain't got a top tier woman, bro. A woman that was very pretty with nice curves. I had a hard time getting those. What's up with it, Jamie? Jamie laughing as hard as hell. You know what I'm saying? Like, these women deserve a fat dick in their mouth, and they deserve to be controlled after years of rejecting you, be based on like your looks or your height or your race. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, these women deserve what's coming to them. They deserve to be controlled. You feel what I'm saying? You know, you know. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you get the money and you can control these women. You can control their mindset about you. Um, Even though they don't want to sleep with you in the back of their brains, they'll still do it. And that's what's going to turn me on about this whole entire thing is that this bitch rejected me a while back, and now she's out here sucking my dick. That's the biggest turn on for me, man. Is that I got complete control over her. I got complete control over her mind. You see what I'm saying? I got control over her brain, over her mind. I can I can fuck her at any time, any moment. You know what I'm saying? I got complete control over this bitch, bro. That's what I like. It turns me on to control things. You could call me a fucking control freak or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You could call me a narcissist, but I like to control things. That's why I'm chasing this bag so goddamn hard. Because I want to control these women. I want to steal these bitches away from their boyfriends. I want complete control. I want complete control. We got about 4 minutes left. I could keep going for 4 more minutes. You know what I'm saying? And when you got money, bro, you got complete. Damn, man. Fucking dumbass. Whatever that was. Fucking bugs. You got complete control over these bitches when you have money, and that's something that you gotta work on, bro. Because without the money, you're not gonna be able to control them. It's not fun when you can't control them. It's not fun. Now I want to control them where they gotta sleep with me. you you want me to take you shopping? You want me to spend money on you? You gotta sleep with me, baby. And you gotta let me stick my dick in your pussy. And you gotta suck my dick. And lick my ball. That's a turn on. Meaning that I got control over her, bro. As simple as that. Anyway, man, I'm gonna end this live, man. I got a few more minutes left, man, but I'm about to end this live soon, bro. I'm glad. I'm glad you guys stopped in. You know what I'm saying? It's time for me to go to sleep, though, man. I gotta go to sleep early. You feel what I'm saying? It's around 9:56 right now. I try to be in the bed around 10:30. Try to be asleep by 10:30 so I could get more sleep. Because sometimes, if I come in late, I'm not gonna be able to sleep as long. But tomorrow, nobody comes into the parking lot, so I'll be able to sleep until like at least 6 a.m. You know what I'm saying? You know, and I'll make another video when I wake up. You guys know how I do it. What's up with it, Sean Breezy? What's up with the Hurt Dark Side? Hurt Doc, Hurt Dark Soul. That's his name. Hurt Dark Soul. What's up with it, man? Yeah, I'll see you in the morning, Sean Breezy. You know what I'm saying? That's all I want to get the bag for, bro. It's control. Come on, man. It sucks being like powerless and you can't do anything about your situation. It fucking sucks. Before I get out of here, it fucking sucks. It fucking sucks when you can't control nothing. Everything is out of control. You out of your hands. You can't do anything. These bitches are turning you down based on your looks and your height, and it's gonna feel good to be able to like, for once in my life, to control these hoes. And they're not discriminating against me because of my height no more. You feel what I'm saying? Because I got a lot of money. So now these bitches, they gotta they gotta give me some pussy. They gotta give me some attention. Like I said before, man, a lot of these women, they can't fight against their hypergamy like nature. They can't fight against that. So you get a lot of money, bro. They can't move, yo. They can't fight against they can't fight against it. They're like, oh shit, this motherfucker got a lot of money. That means I gotta suck his dick. God damn. I gotta give him pussy? Fuck. I gotta give him some pussy. Damn. This motherfucker got a lot of money. And they can't fight against that, bro. You feel what I'm saying? They can't fight against that's why I got enough money, I can control them. I can control their minds. I can control, their actions. I can control everything about them because I know that they want to come around and get my money, and I know they want to come around and you know, um, they want to come around and spend my money, and they want me to spend money on them. So I know that I got them. I got them. Once I get a bag, I get a lot of money. I know I got them. I'm like, oh, I got you, bitch. I got you. You fucking bitches spent years rejecting me based on my height. You spent years like being picky and choose with me and not picking me to have babies with. You spent years uh, rolling with the Chads and the Tyrones of the world and leaving me last out there, in the cold. So now I got money, bitch. Now what you gonna do? Now I got the bag. Now what you gonna do? Now what you gonna do? Just like fucking the Boondocks. What you gonna do, nigga? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? That's what gonna do, dude. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like you spent years like looking over me and complaining about my height or complaining that I'm too old. I'm like 40. I'm past 40 years old, or I'm too something. And now I got the bag, and now I got you bitches where I want you. Now I got the bag. I got you bitches where I want you. You gotta suck on my dick and give me some sex now. Now, that's what you gotta do. So get on your knees right now and suck a 45-year-old man's dick. Since you bitches, ew, he's 45. Ew, I don't want a 45-year-old man. And I don't want he's 45, that's too old. He got the bag. What? That's not too old, that's just right. That's just right. I'll suck his dick so I'm shopping. Yeah, I'll suck his dick so he can spend money on me and buy me a brand new car. A brand new Mercedes Benz. Yeah, I'll suck his dick. Yeah, bitch, I got you. Yeah, I got you. I remember when you bitches was saying no. Oh, I was too short. I was too old. Oh, now, but you're sucking dick now. That's the turn on. Oh, man, that's like a wet dream for me, bro. To have little Seven in a room somewhere, her sucking dick after all the princess shit she was doing. Bitch, that's a fucking turn on for me. Anyway, I'm gonna end this live stream, man. I'm 3 minutes over my limit. You guys have a good night. I could go on forever about this, But anyway, you guys have a good night. We'll see you later, Sean Breezy. See you, Jamie. I appreciate it, man. You guys have a good day, man. I'm out. Peace. I'm out. I gotta go to sleep, man. I'm tired. Peace. I'll do another video tomorrow. Peace. When I wake up.